Hello to everyone. My name is Alexandra Tokareva, and I'm the first year student, PhD student in the Museum and Institute of Zoology in Warsaw, working on a project funded by the Polish National Science Center and supervised by Dr. Dagmara Żyła. My project concerns the phylogeny of a very exciting and one of the biggest families of Staphylinidae beetles, which includes more than 7,600 species, which is a lot, in 225 genera. These beetles are very diverse, and they basically inhabit all geographical regions. All of them are predators. And the current state of the systematics for this group, well, it's quite artificial, and only 4 data-limited phylogenies have been elaborated by the date. So the scope of my work will be to build the first data genus-level phylogeny, which will be based on genomic and morphological data, also including the fossil record. Well, although the main portion of the material is already in my course access, the workflow of my project also includes collecting of some fresh samples of rare taxa in Argentina and Tanzania, and also working in collections of several museums. And morphological characters of ethanol preserved specimens, dry pin specimens, and also embryo fossils and rock fossils will be all included in the morphological matrix, which will cover more than 120 characters, I suppose. And it's worth mentioning that the first matrix for this group has been elaborated only in 2019. So it's planned to be significantly expanded during my research. The fossil record is quite rich for Paederinae, so we're lucky to be able to choose fossils and taxa to include in the analysis. Fossils will be explored with the means of scanning electron microscopy for rocks and micro-CT scanning for embryo enclosures. To get the molecular data, we're going to extract DNA, both from ethanol preserved specimens and dry pin specimens. The latter probably up to 100 years old, at least we will try. So probably the final set will include around 250 specimens, and characters of all these specimens will be also included in morphological matrix. So the overall pipeline of my wet lab workflow will be to first participate in designing a Staphylinidae specific UC base set based on low coverage genomes of Staphylinids, aligned to high coverage genome of a sylphid beetle, following the steps described in the tutorial for Phylogenetic package elaborated by Faircloth and colleagues in 2015. And then I will use this base set in target enrichment after the library preparation for all the specimens needed. And the genomic data will be obtained with the help of Illumina MySeq sequencer, targeting UC loci. UC loci, I mean the ultra-conserved elements in the genome, which have already demonstrated high utility in Coleoptera by Van Dam and colleagues in 2017. And as well as they are actually successful for reconstruction of both deep and shallow evolutionary relationships, according to Faircloth and colleagues 2012. Also, the use of UCs gives a better chance for old specimens to be, I mean, with the partially fragmented DNA, for example, to be also included in the analysis. And finally, for building this first genus level dated phylogeny for the subfamily, I will apply the Bayesian inference approach using a video model, which is known as the most accurate way by now to integrate data for both extinct and extant taxa. Also, it will allow me to simulate analysis for both morphological and molecular data. And one of the greatest advantage of this approach is also that it supports, the use of EBD model. It supports including in the analysis any type of fossil, any specimen, any fossil specimen, without any prior assignment to which group it does belong, which sometimes may be quite speculative thing. This will be done in rove bias, and also I plan to run the maximum likelihood analysis in IQ3 after that, just to figure out if both types of inference provide the congruent results. And also I am going to use different models and types of analysis for two, especially taxonomically problematic and very highly likely polyphyletic genera, namely Medon and Latrobium, which are also very numerous and complicated in terms of their taxonomy. Hopefully it will help. And actually, to conclude, my results will basically provide the first UC genome, UC LOTSI based phylogeny in Staphylinidae, and probably then my results will form a basis for a larger study about Paederinae diversification dynamics throughout their evolution. Thank you for your attention, and my poster, I suppose, is number 9, and I will be happy to answer any questions about it.